Hello everyone, I am Hope Lindsay here with you again to discuss the lesson plan that I have developed based on the topic from my presentation. Here I have it titled Healthy Conflict Resolution, the Importance and Helpful Strategies. I developed this lesson plan for Spanish 2 students. I feel as though, excuse me, I feel as though Spanish 2 students have the skill set that I am looking for in completing this lesson. This lesson is fit for one day in class and will include a take-home activity. Excuse me again. I have the standards here for both the health education content and the Common Core State Standards for Spanish language. Diving into that lesson plan, the purpose of the lesson is for students to learn and practice the healthy strategies in dealing with conflict and conflict resolution, and also they will be practicing new vocabulary and oral skills in the target language, which is Spanish for this class. The lesson will begin with a small lecture on what conflict is and what it may look like in their lives, and I want them to understand that conflict is natural and can be looked at as a healthy thing. It's not always bad as long as we're using healthy strategies in dealing with it. So I will give the students a brief overview of how the brain responds to conflict, sort of like what I went over in my presentation, the fight, flight, freeze, amygdala hijack. I just want to give them a basic background of what's going on in their brain. I don't want to assess them on this or include this in any homework. I just want to give them a little bit of a background understanding before we dive into how we can strategize to have healthy resolutions in our conflict. So I will then go into discussing those strategies, the same ones that I used in my presentation, the I statements, giving themselves time and space to calm down before they engage in the conflict, making the relationship / the person their priority, and not just trying to fight to win. Focusing on the present and the matter at hand instead of just bringing up the past, and then also being willing to forgive the other person involved in the conflict. So after we go over those strategies in dealing with conflict, I will go into some personal anecdotes of conflict resolution, both healthy and unhealthy, and I will describe how I was affected by both of these situations. And my hope in this is that they will see how these strategies can be used in real life and why using these strategies is important in helping others and themselves. After we're done with those anecdotes, we'll go into a little bit of guided practice and where we will go over some stories of people in conflict situations and how they handled it. As a class, I will start discussions on what was good and what needed to be changed. After that guided practice, we'll go into a little bit more of an independent activity where the students will be paired up and they will be given a handout with key terms to help them communicate effectively in the target language. And they will also have a handout with situations of conflict, and the students will take turns playing roles and the situations provided, and they will use strategies that they learned in class earlier to come to healthy resolutions or compromises with each other. Moving on to the assessment, which is what this is the take-home activity that they will be doing, and this will be written in Spanish. I will have the students choose to either write about an experience they have had with conflict and identify the things they feel good about and or the things they could have done differently, or they can make up a scenario and describe what they would do using the strategies practiced in class. So that is what I have developed for my lesson plan. I hope that this may help you guys in your future teaching careers, but Thank you for listening, and I hope everyone has a good day.